Hey Capricorn, welcome to my channel. My name is Maya. I'm here for your general reading for March 2021. So I was meditating on your energy and I got this vision of you in the middle of a very busy day, like you were, on the train with your briefcase and really walking, when you're in a busy day and you just don't even notice anything that happens around you. Just nose to the floor, nose to the grindstone, and just on the train, then walking in the streets, then in your studio or office or wherever you work, and then you talk to a lot of people, you take a lot of phone calls, you're just in a very busy work day basically, and something is trying to get your attention. Something very spiritual, like a spiritual presence around you, is trying to get your attention all day long, but you're just not paying attention at all because you're just in the middle of your daily grind and just stressed out, fast fast track working mode. And then once your day is over, you're walking back to the train station, again not noticing anything and just stressed out and exhausted and just not very happy, because you've had an exhausting work day. And then something happens and you look up to the sky, and then all of a sudden you realize that you're not alone, that there are all these spiritual beings around you. You can call them your angels, your guardian angels, however you want to see it. And finally they get your attention, and you start seeing beyond the veil and at all this dimension that has always been around you, but you couldn't see it because you're so you're so intent on what you're doing in the 3D, right? So it looks like in March 2021, you have this spiritual epiphany. Something makes you realize that you're not alone, that you're always guided, and that there are all these spirit guides around you. So let's see how this translates in your reading. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. So, wow. Center of your reading, the High Priestess. Here's this intuition that comes to you, crossed by the Six of Cups. At your base, the Hangman. Crowning you, the Seven of Pentacles. Recent past, the Empress. Near future, Eight of Pentacles. How you see yourself in this situation, Death. Environment, Four of Pentacles. Your hopes and fears, the Ten of Swords. And your outcome is the Page of Cups. We'll clarify some of these, and at the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, so straight away, Capricorn, we have the High Priestess at the center of your reading. So she's the mistress of mysteries, right? The High Priestess is all about spirituality. She can be the card of Cancer or Pisces, because she has the moon here as her ruler. She completely integrated her dark and her light, her shadow self and her higher self. It's really, yes, this she has this this permanent channel with her higher self. Yeah, she has completely integrated her higher self within her earthly incarnation, her earthly version, her earthly avatar basically. And she has the most beautiful intuition, with the third eye here chakra, the third eye chakra here being represented by this big beautiful pearl, okay, because she really can see beyond the veil. And that's what I was absolutely seeing for you in the vision. this moment where you complete your intuition completely takes over. You know, Capricorn, your earth, you're all about working and developing and you know, ambition and drive in your work. Absolutely, and it's beautiful. But somehow in March, this intuitive side of you, this feminine side of you, this right brain side, takes over at some point, and you start really listening to a higher guidance that is coming through this connection that you make with your higher self, that becomes clearer to you than it has that it ever has before, right? It's crossed by this Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups, you know, it's about an ideal past situation, or basically the nostalgia for more innocent relationships, for a childlike wonder. It can speak about somebody coming from your past, but here I'm not seeing it like that. I'm seeing it like this innocence that is coming back to you, you know, this jaded state where that I saw you in your vision, where because of so much work, stress, fast paced, you know, the daily grind, it's like you've lost a little bit the sense of wonder, the sense of listening to your intuition, of knowing that there's something more than just the daily grind of work and, you know, the rat race basically. And it looks like in March something happens in your reality or inside of you that really sort of what is the word, activates this connection to spirit through your third eye, through looking beyond the veil, seeing beyond the veil. This higher self-connection that you make, that makes you feel again this innocence of life, that there's something more. This wonder, you know, comes back to you in March 2021, this sense of wonder about reality, right? At your base you have the Hangman, and this again absolutely speaks of what I saw in your vision. The Hangman is all about spiritual illumination, right? He's hanging from his legs to this tree, and he's not going anywhere. It's a stillness that is being forced on us by the universe, for us to be still enough, you know, to be able to see things from a different perspective, right? To see life from a much bigger lens, seeing the big picture, basically, seeing beyond the 3D matrix, which, you know, coming into March, you seem to be completely dragged down into this matrix, right? Not being able to see anything beyond it, and that's what exhausts you at a soul level. And it looks like in your subconscious, at the subconscious level, you have this new illumination happening around your crown chakra here. You can see here this illumination happening around the crown chakra and the third eye. It's not a comfortable position, the Hangman, right? He's obviously not in a comfortable position, but sometimes the universe forces us into to get out of our comfort zone, to be able to see things from a different perspective, right? And so at the subconscious level, it feels like you feel like you're stuck somehow, that this matrix is really enveloping you, all your senses, and all your higher senses as well, right? But there's this new illumination, this bubbling up of your intuition, of a new perspective that is coming from your subconscious, out of this forced stillness that you've had for a while, right? In your consciousness, we find this, you know, this jaded attitude, or this this dissatisfied feeling, this boredom that you have with the physical life. Seven of Pentacles, it's all about earth, it's your element, right? Capricorn, it's like you start to consciously need something more than just the earth element. You are wanting to integrate other elements to be able to widen this perspective that you have about your life, and about the universe in general, about life in general. So the Seven of Pentacles, he's somebody who's planted the seeds. He's worked very hard. He sees the seeds blooming, right? They are flowering, but it's not yet time to pluck them. They're not ripe enough to. It's not the harvest moment yet, and so he's just waiting there. Again, this attitude of something brewing, right? It's this still moment before, it's the calm before the storm somehow. It's like you are forced in a very still position where you have to wait for things, where you have to really. It's frustrating, right? It's you don't feel it moving. You don't feel things moving. You have the Knight of Pentacles, again, Earth, so it's very solid. Whatever position you are in March 2021 is a very solid, very grounded position. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I mean, there's no right or wrong here at all. It's just that in March 2021, you really are getting a very deep inkling that there's more to life than just the physical, right? Than just the material. And so with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like things are really slow moving, right? You have the Hangman, Major Arcana, you have the Knight of Pentacles, and you have the Seven of Pentacles. Things are not moving as fast as you would like them, even though you are running around very fast, because you are overwhelmed by work or by your daily stuff. It can be to do with work because we have a lot of pentacles here, but I see it more in a general sense of your material life, your physical life. So a very slow progress, close to no progress, because he's the only knight in the whole deck who doesn't move at all, who is still, the stillness I was talking about. The Hangman, being still for this perspective to be able to emerge in your consciousness. And you really consciously feeling that, with the Seven of Pentacles, this frustrating feeling that things are not moving no matter how hard you work. And it's like you are starting to realize with here with the High Priestess and the Six of Cups, that maybe it's not about hard work, maybe it's about really aligning with your higher self and with the universe and with your intuition to do things in a different way, maybe, from a different perspective. That it's not just the hard work that gets you to the emotional satisfaction you seek, right? It takes for you to kind of widen your perspective, right? Or actually change perspective, shift your perspective and see things differently. Like in the vision, at the end of the vision, you stop and you look at the sky and you start seeing beyond the veil and all the energies, the spirit energies that are around you, right? You had a quite a similar message, I think last month, and it's like it's being perpetuated here, but in a different way. Like there's an aha moment coming to you. Okay, let's go on. There's a moment of realization coming to you. So in the recent past, you have the Empress card of Libra, and Taurus, sorry, Venus. All about money, beauty, and love. The Empress, she's beautiful. She's absolutely abundant. She's sitting pretty. She always is seen as being pregnant. So it's this promise of life, right? This promise of life being, it's really about beauty, about the abundance of beauty, of love, of money, in the sense again of, you know, having everything that that you can need, and more, much more, right? And so it's in your recent past, so you are realizing this. You are absolutely, you know, you have the Empress and the Hangman here, realizing that there's so much abundance in life, that there's so much love to be had, this promise of life force, of wonder, that we see again with the Six of Cups, of all this juicy, you know, stuff of life that, you know, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, when you have your nose to the grindstone, maybe you cannot see it, you know, maybe you cannot see it as much. However, you have absolutely the inkling in your subconscious and in your recent past with these two major arcana, major influences in your life in March, that there's more to life. You know, I cannot put it in better terms. There is more to life than just, you know, work, right? You know, the Eight of Pentacles is in your near future. It's a beautiful card of work. I mean, this guy, sorry, this guy is working at something he loves doing. He's absolutely, you know, looking at the detail of stuff. Again, earth energy, it's absolutely your element. And you love that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. However, you know, it looks like you are really discovering, you know, in March, that it's not about just a destination, it's the journey as well. And the journey can be filled with wonder, with different perspective than just the nose to the grindstone, right? We'll absolutely clarify these. So how you see yourself in this situation is death. So again, death is never really about physical death. It's more about a transition, about a transformation, a deep transformation. It's Scorpio major arcana. So again, this sense of you transforming, right? Look at that. You know, this absolute shift, this absolute transition, something very deep within you is telling you, or is really being activated. If I'm being honest, it's being activated. Look at that, Caps. It's extremely powerful. This is really intense, you know. High Priestess, Hangman, and Death. This is, you know, when we talk about spiritual major arcana, I mean, look at that, you know. It's really a deep seated shift, profound shift in how you view life, how you connect to your higher self. And so this shift, you know, with death, this shift, this transformation, and how, in your perspective and how you view life, that is really connecting you to your higher self, to your intuition, to your own inner guidance, and really making you fall back into this wonder of life, right? This wonder, this, how can I say, this expansion of consciousness. It's a very big expansion of your consciousness, right? So how you see, so the environment, again, pentacles. We have so many pentacles here, so it's like really we have this dichotomy between your physical life and this big shift that is coming to you in your consciousness, right? The Four of Pentacles is somebody who's closed off, shut down, who it's a little bit of lack mentality, thinking that there's not enough to go around, thinking that he has to hold on to every, oh, I'm sorry about the noise behind, thinking that he has to hold on to every pentacle that he has, or he lack, you know, it's a little bit of poverty consciousness and lack mentality. And this is the kind of mentality that makes you think that you have to, day in, day out, you know, work, you know, because there's not enough, you know. You feel like whatever resources that you have are coming to you are finite, okay? He's the absolute opposite of the Empress, who knows that abundance is coming to her through the universe all the time, that there's enough abundance, you know, that she's just about, you know, like infinite abundance, right? And he is about finite resources, okay? So this is your environment, you feeling like that around you, all right? Maybe because you're working so much and not really seeing the fruits of your labor yet, not, you know, I'm not seeing enough progress yet in whatever you're doing, okay, whether it's in your work or home life or a living situation, but it really has to do with your physical life here, your work, your endeavors, your activities, right? Um, hopes and fears, you have the Ten of Swords. So you really, it's again this this mistrust, this distrust of maybe others. It can be mistrust of, uh, um, you know. Of the universe. It can be that as well, because it's coming in your hopes and fears. There's nothing that indicates that you've been betrayed or stabbed in the back here, okay? Nothing is really showing that, but okay, I'll clarify it. But you know, it's showing up in your hopes and fears, so it's really a fear that you have. It can be absolutely an irrational fear. It can be the shadow side, you know. Now that you have this big inkling, you know, of letting go, maybe of not controlling, of giving up control, you know, and just trusting in a different way of doing things through intuition, through inner guidance. As we saw in the vision, you know, giving up this control and looking at the sky and seeing that you're not alone, that you're being guided, and you have all these spirit guides around you, all these angelic beings, all these ascended masters, however you want to see it, that are here to show you that there's something more. And maybe because you're having this inkling, right, that is very strong, that is really brewing at the subconscious level, and you have this activation of your third eye and crown chakra about that. Maybe you are afraid that by letting go, this is what's going to happen, you know. Everything, you know, it would be just a big illusion, and everything, you know, you'll be stabbed in the back, right? You'll be basically, it's an illusion, and you're lying to yourself, or you know what I mean. And so you have the Page of Cups as your outcome. So the Page of Cups, you know, pages are messengers. They're initiating energies. They're young, you know, initiating energies, and coming in your outcome position. It's like it's an offer, right? You have this offer of love that is coming to you, like this cup of love, of maybe to trust more in love, trust more in love, trust more in the universe, with this offer of absolute innocence and wonder that is coming to you in March. And just maybe take this offer, you know, take this inkling, take this activation that is coming to you, because it's honest and sincere. It is an initiation again, and absolutely this vision I had for you is an initiation into connecting with your higher self and your spirit guides much more, right? So let's just clarify some of these. So first, please, Spirit, I want to clarify the Eight of Pentacles here in the near future. Wow, yeah. The Hangman. Right. Death. intense, Caps. I think in March you're having a very deep realization here. Wow, Ten of Swords. Ten of the Swords, Wheel of Fortune. And wow. Alright. So look at that, Caps. Look at that, you know, with the Eight of Pentacles in your near future. You have the Tower, the Five of Swords, and the Nine of Cups, right? So this work mode is, there's something that shatters that in your consciousness, right? The Tower is all about divine intervention with this lightning rod here, coming, you know, to implode a construct, right? A construction that is built on a faulty foundation, or at least a foundation that you've outgrown, that you've evolved beyond, right? So it has to go. So it looks like this construct of the mind that you have, maybe, Caps, about, you know, that you have to, you know, it's just hard work. It's just nose to the grindstone. It's the fast track, the rat race, whatever, however you want to call it. This 3D matrix conditioning, right, is really being imploded inside of you, you know, in your consciousness. Some activation happens that really makes you understand this is just a matrix, okay? It's just I can't get my words right. It's just a matrix, right? it's a construct, right? It's a software, basically. It's like in the Matrix, like it's a software. And you just need to change the software to see things differently, right? The ego-based power struggle, power tripping that comes with the Matrix, okay? This is being completely exploded in your consciousness, and you're realizing that your emotional satisfaction, deep emotional satisfaction, comes from something different, right? You know, than the Matrix software, right? The Hangman with Judgment, with the Knight of Swords. So wow, again, super intense, a lot of major arcana, right? Really a deep moment here of realization. Judgment with the Hangman, so it's a new judgment call, it's a wake-up call, okay? In this instance here, in this reading for you, Caps, in March, wake-up call, you know? It's absolutely about resurrection, about a new day, a new beginning. These guys are actually dead in their coffins, and Archangel Gabriel sounds the trumpet and they're resurrected. So it's a new incarnation for them. It's the phoenix rising up from the ashes. And, you know, here with the Hangman, this different perspective, it's a complete wake-up call, you know, really like in your vision. It's amazing, you know, you're just taken by this conditioning, these repeating patterns in the Matrix, and there's this wake-up call, and you look up to the sky in your vision and you see beyond the veil, and you see all the, you know, how absolutely rich and magnificent the actual reality of the universe is. It's like you're taking the blue pill. I can't remember if it was the red pill or the blue pill in the Matrix, but you're taking the pill, the red pill, and you can see beyond the veil, beyond the Matrix, you know, beyond the illusion of the Matrix, all right? And it happens quite fast. It's like it rushes in for you, okay? You have temperance with death, how you see yourself in the situation, okay? Temperance is all about, again, this wonder, this alchemy of life, you know, putting the right amount of energy in the right place at the right divine timing, this activation of your crown chakra that you're getting absolutely here. Again, it's an archangel who is like alchemizing and transmuting, right? And with death, hello, how powerful is that? This transformation is really, really making you see this, right? This absolutely wonderful, magical, right? Maybe nature of life, right? And let me just show you that, you know, the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups. So again, here, complete turn of the wheel for you. It's a completion, right? It's like you're completing a cycle where the matrix conditioning was very, very powerful in your consciousness, caps. And it's making you look at that. You're going from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups. It's making you feel so secure, so happy, right? It's about emotional fulfillment, right? And you're going from the page to the 9 to the 10. This, by changing this consciousness of lack, of nose to the grindstone, of insecurity, about really giving up control, giving up to the security, the false security of the matrix illusion. The wheel absolutely turns. There's this absolute activation, and and it really, really satisfies you emotionally, right? Really, really makes you feel secure, and this deep love, this unconditional love coming up. Look how different this is from, right? This beautiful unconditional love bubbling up from your intuition, from this connection that you have now with the universe and with your own higher self, your own I am presence. It's absolutely beautiful, Capricorn. I wish you the best, and I'll see you soon. Bye.